G'day guys, it's Adrian here from Extac, and today I just wanted to do a video on some of our budget series cutting katanas that we have in stock here. So I'm very excited to do this video. Now you can see that I've got 3 models in front of me, but we do actually have 12 models of cutting swords in our range. So basically just got the top 3 selling swords. We'll just run through the features and show you what they're all about. All right, so the first one we're gonna take a look at is the Kotaro cutting katana. Now, straight off the bat, you can see this is a very vibrant style sword, just being that it has like the red wrap, the red paint on the saya, or the scabbard, as it's referred to in the Western world, with a nice bit of detailing with this gold sort of spots going up the saya. They are made to a traditional style specification, so I'll just run through a few of the features for you. So it's sort of hard to pick up, you might be able to see it, but you can see these white bits, they're actually ray skin, so stingray skin. It has been used on Japanese swords for centuries, and it's nice to see that they do stay true to the traditional designs. Now we do have a ray skin handle with 2 pieces of bamboo wrapped underneath, so that is basically what gives you your handle. They do have this really nice red overlay over it, which just adds a really nice contrast to the overall handle. Now you can see these little kind of almost charms that are woven into the handle. These actually aren't charms, they're referred to as manukis. So it's nice to see that they have put that extra detail in the handle as well. Now, even though this isn't what you'd class as a full tang, it is in a sword sense, being that the tang of the sword probably terminates about that far down. So while you are gripping onto this handle, you pretty much have full purchase of the blade underneath the handle. So yeah, overall guys, you can see fit and finish on these swords is absolutely beautiful. So really nice attention to detail. Onto the blade. Now, as you can see, this is a full-size katana, so it is actually running a 28-inch full-size blade. Now, as mentioned, these are cutting swords, and this blade isn't blunt. It is actually very sharp. Now, I know you guys can sort of see that sort of wavy style line pattern on the edge of the blade. That's basically referred to as what they call a harm-on. This finish only gets put on a blade when it's heat treated in a particular way, a traditional style way. So just for aesthetics, they actually grind this on just to make it look a little bit more authentic. And I think it adds a really nice detail to the blade. Another feature of this blade is you can see up the back here, a lot of people refer to this as a blood groove. Now, why do people put this bohie on a sword, you ask? So you will see some swords that do have this groove, the bohie, and it basically just makes for a much lighter, quicker moving blade. And one last thing to note, guys, is these blades are what they call mono steel. So it is one full piece of carbon steel that has been heat treated. And the Kotaro has a 1045 carbon steel blade. So a very, very tough blade on this sword. All right, guys, so the next one we're gonna have a look at is the Tauri Katana. Now, this is a little bit different to the Kotaro, mainly because of the blade, but I'll get to that in a minute. So again, guys, you can see the construction, the fit and finish on this particular model is very nice. Like even the lacquering on the saya, the wood scabbard, is really top notch. I'll just give you a quick look at the fittings as well, because there's actually some really nice details on the tsuba or the guard. All right, now onto the blade. All right, so here it is, guys. This sword runs a 1095 carbon steel blade. Has the imitation harm-on on it, just to add aesthetics and make it look a little bit more authentic. Now, guys, you can see the Tauri doesn't have a bohie on it like the Kotaro did. This basically makes for a bit of a heavier blade if you were cutting with it. But again, if you just like the look of a plain style blade with no bohie on it, then definitely one to check out. Now I'm gonna show you guys how sharp these swords actually are, but before I do that, let's jump into the last one. This is our most popular model. This one's called the Shinobi Black, so let's check that one out. All right, so here it is, guys. This is the Shinobi Black. Now, you can see it is a little bit different in its design, being that it does have the square style tsuba, and everything's pretty much blacked out on it. So that's why we call it the Shinobi Black. The main feature of this sword, and I think why it's so popular, is the blade. Check this out. Look at that, guys. A black blade as well. Now, it's kind of hard to pick up on the camera, but there is a bit of a sort of pattern going on in this black blade finish. I wouldn't say it's Damascus as such, but it is a layered style finish. So yeah, just a really nice attention to detail. Like the Tauri, this does run a 1095 carbon steel blade. So again, very tough blade on this sword. Now, as I mentioned before, I was going to do a cut test, so I'm not going to leave you without one. So let's see how sharp these things are. All right, just to show you that these aren't wall hanger swords and they are actually fully functional, sharp katanas. Look how these things cut. So you can see, guys, very, very sharp. So yeah, just take care when handling these. I guess the only difference with these swords being that the blades are slightly different and the carbon steels would also be like just the motifs and the imagery on the actual subas. So I'd recommend you check out the whole range and yeah, just see which sort of style suits you best. You can go to extac.com.au. You can click the links in the description below, or you can pop into our shop 6 days a week on the Gold Coast. Thanks for watching, guys.